the god Kivi, and the precipice of Mondo. One object of interest in Ohonu was the original image of Kivi, the god of thieves, hence, from time immemorial, the tutelar deity of the isle. His shrine was a natural niche in a cliff, walling in the valley of Monlova, and here stood Kivi, with his 5 eyes, 10 hands, and 3 pairs of legs, equipped at all points for the vocation over which he presided. Of mighty girth, his arms terminated in hands, every finger a limb, spreading in multiplied digits, palm twice 5, and 50 fingers. According to the legend, Kivi fell from a golden cloud, burying himself to the thighs in the earth, tearing up the soil all around. 3 meditative mortals, strolling by at the time, had a narrow escape. A wonderful recital, but none of us voyagers durst flout it. Did they not show us the identical spot where the idol fell? We descended into the hollow, now verdant. Questionless, Kivi himself would have vouched for the truth of the miracle, had he not been unfortunately dumb. But by far the most cogent and pointed argument advanced in support of this story is a spear which the priests of Kivi brought forth for Babbalanja to view. "Let me look at it closer," said Babbalanja, and turning it over and curiously inspecting it. "Wonderful spear," he cried. "Doubtless, my reverends, this self-same spear must have persuaded many recusants." "Nay, the most stubborn," they answered. "And all afterward quoted as additional authority for the truth of the legend?" "Assuredly." From the sea to the shrine of this god, the fine valley of Monlova ascends with a gentle gradation, hardly perceptible, but upon turning toward the water, one is surprised to find himself high elevated above its surface. Pass on, and the same silent ascent deceives you, and the valley contracts, and on both sides the cliffs advance, till at last you come to a narrow space, shouldered by buttresses of rock. Beyond, through this cleft, all is blue sky. If the trades blow high, and you came unawares upon the spot, you would think Kivi himself pushing you forward with all his hands, so powerful is the current of air rushing through this elevated defile. But expostulate not with the tornado that blows you along. Sail on, but soft, look down. The land breaks off in one sheer descent of 1,000 feet, right down to the wide plain below. So sudden and profound this precipice, that you seem to look off from one world to another. In a dreamy, sunny day, the spangled plain beneath assumes an uncertain, fleeting aspect. Had you a deep-sea lead, you would almost be tempted to sound the ocean haze at your feet. This, mortal, is the precipice of Mondo. From this brink, spear in hand, sprang 50 rebel warriors, driven back into the vale by a superior force. Finding no spot to stand at bay, with a fierce shout, they took the fatal leap. Said Mohi, "Their souls ascended ere their bodies touched." This tragical event took place many generations gone by, and now a dizzy, devious way conducts one, firm of foot, from the verge to the plain, but none ever ascend. So perilous indeed is the descent itself, that the islanders venture not the feat without invoking supernatural aid. Flanking the precipice beneath beetling rocks stand the guardian deities of Mondo, and on altars before them are placed the propitiatory offerings of the traveller. To the right of the brink of the precipice, and far over it, projects a narrow ledge. The test of legitimacy in the Ohonu monarchs is to stand hereon, arms folded, and javelins darting by. And there in his youth Uhia stood. "How felt you, cousin?" asked Media. "Like the king of Ohonu," he replied, "as I shall again feel when king of all Mardi." End of chapter 92.